Hey there, YouTube. That's something that people still say, right? My name's Aggie, Stop Action Agidius, whatever. And today we are here in not Minecraft, but AdventureCraft. I kind of used to make AdventureCraft maps back when the mod was relevant. Well, I just made the one AggieCraft, which had its 15 minutes of fame. Never really went anywhere, in my opinion, because I was not all that great of a map designer, admittedly. And when stuff like Old Zelda Adventure got really polished, and then he had Journey to the Ether, all that other stuff. Regardless, I kind of got the urge to start making it again, even though the mod is long since dead. Kind of making it for myself. But I realized that what with all the updates and everything that were happening in the later days of AdventureCraft, the main thing that stuck out was scripting. Scripting was something that Cryect added that basically enabled map makers of the game to create their own lines of code and such to make them do interesting things in the game engine that you couldn't, even with all the stuff that Cryect had added himself. And I've kind of started doing some scripting stuff with my spare time, with the only programming experience I've had has been with the TI-86 graphing calculator back in middle school and such, but it was not JavaScript, let me just say that. One of the things that I always wanted to do in AggieCraft, when I kind of started doing a secondary map after that, I wanted water to behave as I thought it should. I wanted it to be able to have... let's hope this water expands here. Sometimes water takes a while to update in AdventureCraft. Come on, you. But yes, in Minecraft, water flows. Water flows in most games, I hope, but it flows in a very predictable current. It'll go 8 blocks and then stop, and I can't really do a whole heck of a... Are you really not going to update? Hold on here. Let me... I think there's like one type of water that updates, that flows, and one type of water that doesn't. Or maybe it just takes a while for it to flow. I don't know, it behaves really weirdly, and that's... There we go. Yeah, water has this flow to it, if you've ever played Minecraft, where it just kind of casually takes you along for the ride. You can kind of push back against it. I think the force in AdventureCraft is a bit stronger than it is in Minecraft, but if you stand still, it pushes you. If you fight back, you go less quickly. If you go with it, you go a bit more quickly, a little bit slower than regular walking. I didn't want that. I wanted to be able to have like a full-on river that was able to pull you in any direction that you wanted. And I could never figure out how to do that. So today I kind of sat down and figured out how to use basic scripting functions within AdventureCraft to do things. And this is what I started with here. Let me just set myself on fire. Alright. Now this will be a bit more obvious what's happening here. So in AdventureCraft, when you walk into these trigger blocks over here, got one set up. I don't remember what I had a trigger to set, probably a pig. No, it's a zombie. Let's get my sword out. When you walk through any of these hidden blocks, they're hidden when you're in regular mode. They create things. Bam, there's a zombie. It's probably going to catch on fire. But trigger blocks were kind of limited in that, for one, you had to be able to walk through them. There had to be a block right there. And there couldn't always be a block right there. Let me grab this other trigger here. So maybe I want... Right here, I want to be able to trigger a zombie, but if you walk right here... This situation has happened a lot more often than you'd think. Maybe I wanted to trigger... let's just use a pig. If I walk right here, you trigger a pig. So I'll use that current selection. But look, now both of these are going right to that. I can't have triggers next to each other diagonally, not even if I put one trigger on top. Can I not stack triggers? That's one thing that Cryect's been removing and unremoving, and I guess he unremoved it in his last update. Yeah, this mod's dead. Don't really expect to get it. But it's something that I enjoy. But yeah, select this block, get rid of you, and let's set this one to trigger that instead. See, now they're both, since they're just connected in that little corner right there, they're both triggering that. I don't want that. I can't have that. Not to mention, set water on... I don't remember which of these was the actual water. Water has the very unfortunate side effect of destroying any trigger blocks that it touches, meaning that I can't have complicated water puzzles in fear that... no clip. In fear that it's just going to undo itself. Any invisible blocks, water destroys. As does lava, but... Is that going to spread out? Yeah, there we go. See, look, that trigger block that was there is not there anymore. And that monster spawner might die too. I'm not sure. I think water doesn't work that way, but... I might not go over there. Anyways, I can't put triggers in water. And I kind of want to put triggers in water, because you can do a lot of cool things with water. And one of the cool things I wanted to do with water was have a current in it, which I mentioned over there, I believe. A current that could take you at whatever speed you wanted, in whatever direction you wanted. In order to do that, it turned out to be a bit more complicated than I thought. So the first problem that came across was, I didn't know how to script, but I had someone make a script for me. And the script they made basically made it so that whenever I was in water, it would just kind of add to your velocity at a given rate, which is fine if you're only ever taking players in one direction. No, what I needed was a script that could tell where the player was and use the correct flow direction, use the appropriate flow direction for that. So I ended up writing something out that I might expand upon. I'll have it in the Tumblr post I'm going to do. I made a script that basically does that. You can see, even in the debug mode here, there's nothing here. There's nothing here either. Let's just do this little demonstration. First thing was to figure out how to get rid of trigger blocks, which I probably am going to do a bit more often in this map that I'm working on. This right here, walk into it, it shows triggered right there, and it also creates a little heart. What I have it set to do, I have a script that is constantly running in the background, checking to see what the player's current position is at any given time. And in this case, whenever the player walks into here, it triggers that mob spawner, which instead of a mob, it is spawning a heart. Bam. So you have that basic stuff in there. There's only one script needed for this, and I'll have it in the description. But in here, which is kind of empty, I have it set. I don't know why I really cleared it out beforehand, but I have it set so that you saw the trigger going up. There's actually a current going through here. You see, when I jump, it kind of pushes me opposite the direction I'm trying to go. Well, I'm trying to go forward. I'm trying to go. trying to go this way now, and it's kind of stopping me from being able to do that. So, and it kind of speeds me up, or if I just jump straight up into the air, it pushes me. I have all these 4 unique areas kind of laid out in my thing, and let me just fill this with water for a bit. AdventureCraft has some tools which allows me to do that a bit quicker. And I guess I don't actually care about the base of this, so I don't want you. Whatever, it'll work. Come on. Alright, fill that with water there. Now let's fill this with water here. Yes, I am placing water blocks. That is something that you can do. And something I should have added but didn't. Yeah, I'm just holding the spacebar right now, kind of staying in pace with the water, because I forgot to script the thing that makes you bob in the water instead of sinking. But yeah, I have this nice little current which just kind of pulls me around in the circle. It's only for this this however by many ring, which is only 1 deep in the Y direction. But I can just very easily change that Y direction to pull me underneath as well. I'm gonna have it push me up, I think. Yeah. But yeah, that's the script in action, and I'll put a link and a description of the script in the Tumblr post, for if you're at all interested in checking that out. Hopefully hopefully I'll be able to do something now with this, these ideas that I have that I haven't been able to do in the past. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you're at all interested in AdventureCraft, then keep in touch. I don't think it's currently patched for this version of Minecraft, but I'll be updating a lot of these as I figure out how to do things. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.